Hello and happy 12th day of Christmas in this 12 Days of Christmas series where I talk about the gifts that God gave me every month in my Jesus year. Today we're at the last day, at the last month, and it's the month of December. And I want to tell you about the gift of my purple roses. So just a little backstory. Starting in September, I asked St. Thérèse for purple roses as an answer to a prayer. And I kept thinking maybe I was receiving the purple roses. Like there were these stained glass windows that had purple roses. And I was like, well, that's not roses. That's a window. And then someone gave me a cookie with purple roses. And I was like, it's not purple roses. It's a cookie. And I had the intention that like, if someone knew about the prayer intention, it didn't count. And my friend Jessica was adamant that God told her to give me purple flowers, including purple roses. And the day she tried to bring it to me, I didn't answer my phone. My neighbor picked it up from Jessica. And when she delivered it to me, she said, take it all in. Look at me and take it all in. And I saw the purple flowers and I said, it can't count if it's from Jessica. I didn't want to receive it, I guess. And she said, but look at my outfit. And her pajamas were purple flowers. And she said, I didn't plan this. Like, this is how I was today. And I got the flowers. I'm delivering you the flowers. And I received it. And I said, okay, God, I think that you're giving me the answer. Thérèse, I think you're giving me the answer of the purple roses. And I doubted it every time. And in December, I went to a Christmas party and my friend was giving me a little gift, someone who had helped with our trip to Rome and was on the leadership team for our pilgrimage preparations. And I opened it up and it was a purple rosary and the little mysteries had purple roses on them. And I was like, Abby, do you know about the purple roses? Did Daniel tell you? Like, how did you know? Did someone tell you? You had to have known. Like, I've told a couple of people, so you probably know, right? You know about the purple roses. And she's like, what? No, I just saw it and thought, this is so you. And I was like, I think these are my purple roses. And I told one of my friends here the next day, I was like, hey, what do you think about this? Like I received the stained glass, but they're not really roses. The cookies, not really roses. And then the roses, but from someone that I know. So they're not really roses. And I was like, but what about this rosary? Like, it feels like it's answered. And she was like, girl, like, yeah, I think you got your purple roses. I think you know your answer. And I was like, okay, I think you're right. I want to receive these. I don't want to miss the gift that Thérèse and God the Father are trying to give me, but it's just, I guess it's hard to believe. I received this gift of the purple roses in December, and it just reminded me of years ago when I received my other purple roses. And I won't tell you what the intention is for, but basically I had for a year been saying one thing, and I felt like maybe that I was wrong. Maybe it was time to transition my thought about this discernment. And I asked for the purple roses. I remember I was doing the novena, not in October, which is St. Therese's feast day. I was doing it because of the season that I was in, this shift of my prayer life. And I was asking for purple roses. And in that year, that was around 2012, purple roses started growing in my mom's garden. And one day they were on our kitchen table and I was like, Mom, where did these come from? And she said, I don't know. They were in the garden. I picked them. What do you think? And I was like, in the garden? Did you plant these? And she's like, I must have. I don't know. I don't remember. But I was like, Mom, wait, are these purple? She's like, they're lavender, which is a shade of purple. I just remember being really stunned by the purple roses in December. And I received them again in 2025, all these years later. Is that 13 years later? That's crazy. That's crazy. That prayer could be answered in a multitude of ways. That prophetic gift was just the best thing to receive in 2025 at the end of my Jesus years. Maybe I'll do this again next year. Maybe I won't. I'm not sure. But thank you for listening. And I hope you enjoyed this little series. God bless you and Happy New Year.